Hi, today I'm going to be talking about spotting fake SanDisk SD cards. As you can see in front of you right now are 4 SD cards, 2 micro SD cards, all of the SanDisk brand. Can you spot which one is fake? I'll give you a hint. It's that one. As you might be able to see straight away, that there is slightly different text here and here. Something which I failed to notice when I bought the card. However, it's not a norm for me to line up all my cards and see if they all connect and all look the same. However, this was the way that I found out. As you can imagine, I wasn't best pleased when I saw that message. Partly to do with the fact that I'd been filming for an hour a time-lapse of a 3D print, which meant I just had to scrap the print and start again once my new card had arrived, which is this one, which I bought from Amazon, and I'll be comparing shortly. Now, where did this card come from? I bought this card last year in August on eBay for £20 from a seller called Gadgets Only For You, based in Poole, and there is my ID. I haven't reached out to these people yet. I probably imagine they'll tell me to bog off because it was so long ago, but that is where the card came from. As you can see, these are different types of cards. I'm not going to bother with micro SD cards because actually it's very difficult to verify whether these are genuine or not. You kind of have to just look at the obvious signs of the text, of whether the printing on the card looks half decent, but actually if you look closely at these, I don't know whether I can grab one. Now this one is from play.com, so it is a genuine seller, if I can get this in focus. They don't exactly have the best print on them when you look up and close. It's quite grainy. Sorry if this is slightly out of focus. I'm trying to view this in a viewfinder, which isn't the best in the world. And on the back it just says, ooh, there we go, can we get it? Made in China. Would help if I turned it the right way around. Try and get it in focus again. Made in China and some sort of serial number. But that's about it. They do tend to have this little raised bit though that you might be able to see. Slightly lighter where the text is. But that's about all you can tell on these little SanDisk cards. Now, when it comes to the SD cards, that's slightly different. So as you can see on my cards, they all have a very much uniform numbering. The font that they use is very uniform, very much the same. So as you can see, these are all basically the same. This one isn't, and I'm going to bring this up to show you. Let's see if I can get both of these in focus a little bit closer. As you can see on there, it's still got the same sort of glossy finish. It's not printed as well. Well, this is very hard to keep in focus compared to that one, which you might be able to see. Let's see if I can get a better angle. In fact, it might be better if I just hold them both together. As you can see, it doesn't look anywhere near as neat. As you can see on the right hand one, the SanDisk looks a lot neater with the way it's printed, and the 32GB is very well printed on. In fact, the sticker is slightly better overall. This one appears to have like a black edging around the 32GB. And also, as you can see, comparing the cards, this one is yellow, that one is grey. But apart from that, they're very much the same. And as I found, it's very difficult that if you've just pulled out this card for the first time out of its packaging, which must have looked good, I can't remember what the packaging looked like, but it must have looked good, otherwise I would have sent it back, As you can see on the packaging, you wouldn't really notice. Now, the telltale signs of the SD cards are actually on the back, not the front. So I'll move these two cards together. So I'll put the two Extreme Pros next to each other. So on the back, they're very different. Now, I don't know whether you can see on the camera, but the SanDisk ones have almost a completely plain back. Let me see if I can up the lighting a bit. No, that's drowning that out. In fact, there you go, you might be able to see a bit better now. I'll move it up to the camera shortly. On the genuine SanDisks, they have nothing here, or just the SanDisk logo embossed into the back. And at the bottom, on these two, it just says made in China. These ones are slightly newer. This one is older. The Ultras are an older card. But these just say made in China. And that's about it. So let me bring one close up. So that's it. It just says made in China and nothing else except for the serial number or the batch number or whatever that number is. And that goes for the same on my genuine Extreme Pro card. However, when you can compare it to the fake one, you can see there's all manner of labelling, including what type of card it is, which clearly it shows on here as a 10. It says it's got the CE marks and what have you, but also it says made in Taiwan. Now, as far as I'm aware, unless SanDisk have said otherwise, they don't make cards in Taiwan. All of their SD cards are made in China. So it proves that this is a fake card. So if you pull out any of your SD cards and it doesn't have either this sort of backing with the SanDisk embossed, that's not printed on, that's embossed into the plastic, or one of these sorts of backs where it just says made in China and the batch number, then you probably have a fake card. So I'm sorry to tell you, if you're now pulling out your SD cards looking at this and going, oh no, what the first thing I would do is I would try and find the seller. I would take a couple of photos of it, send it to the seller, try and get a refund, and at the same time submit it to SanDisk, because SanDisk have said that they will try their very best to go down legal proceedings with anyone who sells fake cards. Now, one thing that is contradictory to the rule when going on to micro SD cards is this little guy. This little guy is a little 8 gig. Now, this little guy doesn't actually have, see if I can move you back in. Oh, this is so difficult. Can we not get you in focus? Let's try you here. I think he's going to have it. No, I'm not going to be able to get you in focus. But if you can see, this little guy is made in China also, but it doesn't actually have the little stickery square back. It's completely flat. So when it comes to the SD cards, I don't know whether this one actually could be a fake as well, because I really can't tell, except for that one is a little bit darker. So it would be very useful if anyone knows if this is fake or not to put a comment in the area below, or send me a message on any of the social networks I'm linked to, because I would like to know whether this one is fake or not, because I can't seem to find enough online, but a lot of people are saying that it is because it doesn't have the square back. I've run it through some testing programs, including the H2 Test W software. This is saying it's write capacity, the speeds seem to be coming up right, so I don't know whether it's just a rebranded card, or whether it's just because that it's a certain batch that they didn't put the backs on. I don't really know. But I'm hoping that was helpful to you. And if it was, it'd be really great if you could leave a like on this video. You could always leave a comment below if you've got any questions for me, and you can also now catch me on Facebook as well as Twitter. Dead easy to find. On Twitter I am at the NB Guy, and on Facebook just search for the Northern Blogger, and if you look in this description there'll be a link on how to find that. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you.